Kaspa wants to break records. A short and sweet Kaspa update. Hey, welcome to Crypto Yule. The topic of Kaspa is currently on everyone's lips, and KAS is, at least in my bubble on X, a huge topic for me right now. I just can't seem to avoid Kaspa news on X, and yeah, in my bubble there's nothing else going on since I was at the Kaspa event. If you want to know more about the Kaspa event, check out this video. I talked about it in detail when the pictures were released. Alright, let's dive into the video. We're doing a quick update today, so this won't be a long video like you're used to. And of course, we're taking a look at the Kaspa price. And after yesterday's interest rate cut, the Kaspa price hasn't developed the way many people might have hoped. We're looking at the daily chart here. We're hoping to get back into this zone where we, on July 22nd, last tested it. And of course, we were also up here around the date of May 11th to May 23rd. May. Can we get back in there? That would be an important zone above 11.5 cents. I think, for me personally, the 10-cent mark is very important right now. But I firmly believe that we'll break through that in October. I'm very, very convinced of it. But I also expect a very volatile September. However, I can't really imagine that we'll drop much below 7 cents. So I think it's absolutely realistic that we could fall back into the region of 7.8 or so, somewhere in this area. But overall, I don't think we'll go below 7 cents. The last time we were really there was on the 22nd of June. So let's be honest, that was also a day when a lot was sold. That's why, yes, currently, if we were to draw a line here, a sideways phase, then we're just moving along that line. And if we were to draw a line here like this and another line like that, then I would almost say either we're heading towards a breakout now. This, well, you might know these chart patterns where you draw a triangle here and then at some point it breaks out. Or if you draw it exactly from here to here to here and down here, then this would be the breakout from this triangle. That's why you can do chart analysis, but I think here it's a lot about news, hype, and of course the community. The community is strong with Kaspa, and they have big plans. And if you're now saying, oh, you've heard about Kaspa several times but haven't bought any yet, then take a look at which exchanges are available for Kaspa. There are quite a few. On our exchange list, you'll find a lot of them. In this video, I would especially recommend BingX to you. BingX has the advantage of currently offering over 300 cryptocurrencies. Very good trading experience, extremely low fees. They're doing really well here. And they already have the MyKA license. And they're a sponsor of Manchester City. So you see them very often in the stadium or also on the jersey. And BingX has a great welcome promotion here through KE Crypto or Crypto Yule in this case. There you can get up to 11,500 exclusively if you sign up here. Normally you get around $8,000 as a welcome bonus, but here, exclusively through this partner link, you can get up to 11,500 USDT. If you log in here and complete all the tasks required of you, registering supports the channel and you get an account where you can easily buy Kaspa via spot at market price, that is the best price in the order book, or with a limit order by entering a price. For example, if you think the price will drop a bit more, you can enter a lower price and place this order in the order book. And if the price reaches that level, you'll receive your KAS at your desired price. Sign up with BingX and don't miss out on this bonus of up to $1,500, and it even says here there's a plus. If things go really well, you could get even more. In the last video, I already talked about how the TPS have increased dramatically, and there's a reason for that. The community is dreaming of setting a new record here, at least that's the goal. And there are now calls for this. Now I finally have the screenshots for all of this. 3,585 TPS. That's the current max TPS. But honestly, that's simply because we only have the Kaspa blockchain. We don't have any smart contracts yet, and we don't have any tokens running directly on this blockchain yet. So it's completely understandable that this blockchain has a certain TPS. Those have been reached, that's the current record, but people want more. And that's exactly why there's this call to action here, maybe you've heard about it, from the community. It was posted by Saint, who himself has 3,871 followers and is a Kaspa maximalist. Yeah, go for it. And here, I can't play it with music unfortunately, but they want to achieve a lot and have big plans. And that's on the 28th September. So it's still very exciting with 10 days left at the time of recording this video. And they want to break the record in TPS. At least for now on Kaspa, but in general, they want to set the record. And there are a lot of comments and also many posts about this topic. That on the 28th September, with a lot of automated transactions that are supposed to take place on the Kaspa blockchain, aiming to set a new TPS record here. And I'm really curious to see how that turns out. Here are the screenshots I mentioned where I already said in the last video that over 1000 TPS were achieved. These are already TPS figures. It's important to know TPS means transactions per second. At Kaspa, these are measured in real time. Real time, so what does that mean? It means in real time. There are many records. For example, Solana broke records in the testnet. Very important, they sometimes hit 100,000 transactions per second. That's an insane number, but we're still talking about the testnet here. There are many blockchains that have tried to break records and have experimented a lot here. And to this day, there is a record and it's relatively new, specifically on the 22nd. In April, the cryptocurrency Cubic managed to reach 15.52 million TPS on the mainnet. And to this day, many people are asking how did they do that? With a lot of bots making transactions and so on. This is still highly controversial today, but in the crypto community, it counts as the record and has been verified by the company Cetric with a K at the end. You might know them, they've already verified a lot. So you have to accept that for now. And last year in October 2023, there was the 104,000 TPS record in a public test. Testnet, again here, testnet from Ton. So we see some interesting numbers here. And Solana in August 2025, which wasn't that long ago, hit 100,000 TPS in a test, although the actual throughput is often lower. So it's clear to say here that while this is a record or a new figure they can advertise, the real transaction throughput per second is often lower. Yes, and as I said, Cubic has set something up here, but Cubic, this cryptocurrency is certainly on everyone's lips, but so far, in my opinion, it hasn't reached the mainstream to the extent that, for example, Kaspa has. But Kaspa has big plans, and I'm really curious to see what the community will accomplish. You always have to keep in mind that there is no company behind this pushing everything themselves. Rather, it's actually a community initiative that simply wants to show what's possible here. Currently, it looks like the previous record was around 1,790 transactions per second. And the new record, which was in fact broken as recently as yesterday, has now reached the truly astonishing level of over 3,580,000 transactions being successfully processed each and every second. These are records for Kaspa. As I said, let's always keep in mind that major exchanges are still missing, which could potentially bring in even more transaction volume or more transactions on the blockchain if people deposit and withdraw more and so on. And tokens are still missing as well, meaning smart contracts that are available on the Kaspa blockchain. So all of this is just for a regular blockchain with a single cryptocurrency. Imagine making lots of Bitcoin transactions, but they take 10 minutes, the blocks get congested, and everything gets delayed. Of course, the goal here is also to show what Kaspa, or rather the Kaspa blockchain, is capable of in this case. Real-time TPS is a very important topic because it shows how many TPS, that is transactions per second, are actually happening right now in real time. At the same time, it also shows real-time blocks per second. Currently, 9.7 blocks are being processed per second, not just one as before this update. Reaching up to 10 blocks per second is of course very, very interesting. Otherwise, here at kas.fyi, or rather kas.fi, you can find all the information you need, as you can see in this case. So that all sounds really, really good so far. And I can only repeat it, if you're active on a blockchain, you need a secure wallet, and for example, you can get one here with Tangem. Recently, there have been some accusations against Tangem in the German community. I have commented on this, and Tangem has also made a statement themselves. That's why there is active marketing against Tangem from Ledger. And if you're interested in a branded Kaspa wallet, just look for it here, or rather, Kaspa wallet. You can get it here. Kaspa 1416 is still available. You can see the numbers are going down. In the last video, there was still 1,440. A few are being sold. If you buy it, remember that if you go to order or use the link in the video description with the code PROPTIOIL, you'll get 10% off, or you can use the link in the video description or the one pinned in the comments. The 10% discount is already applied there, or rather the code is. So feel free to check it out and make your purchase. And Tangam has another really great promotion. They've actually reduced the price of the ring. Right now, there's a 25% discount on the ring. Seriously, friends, the ring is now $120. Sure, that's a lot, but you get a ring and 2 Tangam cards as a backup. It's a really great discount that's currently available. And then 10% off with the code CRYPTOYOUL and 15% with the code OFFERING. Or you can use the link in the video description or the pinned comment. So with the 25% discount applied, the ring only costs $120 and free shipping is included. So it's definitely worth checking out. Or you can just buy a regular Tangam here, which only has a 10% discount. The 50% discount only applies to the ring, but there are also current offers like Sundrop, which are discounted. Standard is a bit cheaper here, rounded up to $54 or $63 for a regular set with whatever you want right now, or whatever interests you. Or you can go for a great Kaspa wallet powered by Tangam. And even with such a hardware wallet, you can make incredibly fast transactions. That means all these TPS that have come up, yes, they're done via bots and various ways to transfer quickly, but even with hardware wallets like Tangam, it's incredibly fast. Anyone who has ever made a transaction there knows what I mean. And all these TPS, that's what it looks like on the block deck. Someone made a video about it here. That's how these transactions come flooding in when they're trying to reach those TPS to that high number. The Explorer, or rather, the display can't keep up. It's really fascinating to see the whole thing. There's another interesting topic, and that's since we're already on the subject of hardware wallets. Hardware wallet, yes, Tangam does a great job here. I also mentioned in my statement regarding the Tangam security vulnerability, which Tangam completely refuted with this extremely thorough test that Ledger conducted here. In my clarification, I also clearly stated that I use both products and also promote both products. So I can only tell you, a Ledger is a cool thing, and things are moving forward with Kaspa as well. And now you can see the first images here. Rob posted the whole thing. This is what it looks like in the Ledger Live app on a smartphone. Very important. This is not the Ledger Live app on a PC or laptop, but rather this is on a smartphone. And the integration is already well underway here. Rob, just a quick explanation, is working very diligently on this. He has already done so much for the Kaspa community. He was one of the people I mentioned when I said I didn't want to expose anyone here. He was also at the Kaspa experience. The two of us have known each other for quite a while. Really cool guy. I really like him, a very pleasant person to be around. And right now he's working on the Ledger integration here. Live integration here, in this case the screenshot from the smartphone that was already shared very well, his own post. Dear friends, do me a favor. Go to his post, you'll find it in the video description. Check out this post and give him a like for all the work he's done. Blog, Explorer, all of this. He really has already done so much for the Kaspa community. And he's really, I would say, a low profile person. Intentionally so. He doesn't want to be in the public eye, but I like to bring him into the spotlight just so that this account, I'll post the full link for you. He follows me on X and now I follow him on X as well. You should do the same. Follow Rob and give him a like, just as a thank you for his work. And Rob himself, he's already a Kaspa ambassador. You'll find him here. Maybe you've seen this logo before. If we scroll in, you can see it. He's based in Poland, near the border with Germany. Germany is responsible for Germany. And Poland here, everyone give him a like. He really has already done a great deal for the Kaspa community. Rob is a very important member. And right now he's working on the Ledger Live integration. That means that soon, even with the most well-known hardware wallet, number 1, the Ledger Live integration will be coming as well. A Ledger app will be released and everything will work. I'm really looking forward to it. At the moment, of course, when it comes to the Kaspa community, Tangam is absolutely way out in front. So, what can I say at the end of the video? I'm really looking forward to the 28th September. Make sure to mark that in your calendar already. I think it's going to be a very exciting day. Maybe we'll be able to break some new records here. I think those 15 million from Kubik, that current record, will be tough to beat. But the 100,000 TPS from Solana, that would of course be a massive challenge. So if you want to support the whole thing, as I said, there are several videos about it, just like always. So if you're wondering, what are you showing there? All the links are in the video description. So all the links are in here. Just scroll through quickly and you'll find this video. As I said, this is from the X account Saint. Maybe you already follow them. That's where you'll find the first video, but I've already seen others, and lots of posts on this topic. 28th September could be a big day for the Kaspa blockchain, and the public perception of what's possible on the Kaspa blockchain. With that, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and a big thank you to all of you. No matter if you simply subscribe to the channel, like every video, leave a comment below, or use my codes, whether you're signing up for a new exchange or buying Tangem here with the code cryptocurrencies. That really supports me a lot, and it always makes me happy to see that there are actually people who support me just by getting a discount themselves or taking advantage of great offers on exchanges, and in doing so, still support me in some way. With that in mind, thank you all very much, and see you in the next video. The subtitles accompanying this program, provided to enhance accessibility for our viewers, were created and supplied by the German public service television broadcaster Zweites Deutsches Fernsehen, which is more commonly known by the abbreviation ZDF. This subtitling work was completed in the year 2020.